Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the mercenary tier 10 light tank, the Tusk. Now if you do like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help out the channel. And yes, the Tusk, it's recently just come back on as a contract. Is it worth going for? Yeah, absolutely. Well, I would say that, wouldn't I? Because I am Derp is love, Derp is life. And the Tusk is an absolute meme of a tank. Is it a great light tank? Not really. It's just a good meme. You can have a good laugh with it because it's got the 152mm derp gun from the T49 and of the Sheridan on this AMX 13105 chassis, and you can run around, get some good spots out with the very good view range that this tank has, because obviously the tank naturally does have very good view range with its base view range of 420, which means you can play it. You can play it as a scout quite effectively. You can spot out, you can get good assistance. I mean, you've got view range of up to 437 meters of view range with my build. And then you've got good camo with still concealment of 264 with the build I've got as well. And then you've got the ability to get up behind things that are lightly armoured, or just get up to the rears of tanks and pen them with this gun with HE for 910 damage. Now, I do take full premium HE on this tank because that's just the way I feel it's most effective, and that's because you get 85 penetration on the premium HE as opposed to 76 on the standard, which just gives you that extra what, 9 penetration, which means that you've got more plates that you can actually pen with the HE and get that big 910 damage bomb into people. And then you've also got 152 pen on the heat rounds as well, which is not the most useful round in the universe, if I'm honest. It can help you when you really need to pen something, but because of your lack of ammunition, you're more than likely just best to take full HE and just have a laugh with that. But it is a meme because you just have this derp gun. You can go around derping, derp scouting, have fun smashing all the other light tanks, and then when you want to actually play it like a scout, like you're gonna see in this replay, you can have some fun with it as well. So, what do I run in terms of a crew on the old Tusk? Well, on the Tusk, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Muffled Shot, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun. The 3 gun perks to make sure that this derpy-ass gun is somewhat usable, because it is a very derpy gun, hence the term derp gun. And you're going to see that with this shot, right? Is that going to fly? Yeah, it went nowhere near. So, yeah, derp guns. You want to make it as good as possible. Camouflage Expertise, because you are a light tank, so you want to make your camo better. And Muffled Shot to reduce the effect of firing on your camo, just to give you a chance of staying unspotted at times. And then in terms of equipment, I run the camo net, the gun stabilizer, and optics. Optics to be able to spot for myself in the light tank, get my view range up to a very good level so I can get some good assistance damage like you've seen in this replay. And then the gun stabilizer to make sure that this gun can be at least somewhat decent, with the camo net to make sure that my camo is really good and I can stay unspotted and actually be a scout every now and then. And because we are a derp gun, I'm not really going to focus on making the reload better with an advanced loader, which is why I don't run it. I run the camo net instead of the advanced loader just because I want to basically focus on making everything else about the tank better. Because this is a tank that you're not really relying on your reload being as fast as it possibly can be, right? And I feel like I can forgo the loader to make other stuff better. So, this first replay, you can see we're up to 8.7k assistance, 606, make that 891 damage. And we missed some shots in that game. This was the epitome of what you're probably going to get out of the Tusk gun. That whole game. We hit that shot on the move against the machine, but we missed about 100 billion shots, mostly aimed at other tanks that were stationary, because Tusk. But we finished with an absolutely fantastic spot in total. The first class, the patrol duty, with the 1559 base XP, a pretty decent game there in the Tusk, showing that you can really scout quite effectively with this tank. You can get some good assistance damage games out of it, and realistically that was probably your more average game in terms of how this gun actually handles, because yeah, it is a derp gun, it does like to miss, you'll have to bear with it pretty much, but that just adds to the meme, right? If it was an amazing, say if it was like a gun like the AVRE, that just makes it not a meme anymore, because it's just so goddamn good, whereas this tank, obviously, with it being so derpy, means that when you hit those shots on the move and stuff like that, and you hit some of those really stupid shots, it's like, oh my goodness me! Because you just know how bad the gun actually is, and to hit those shots is kind of ridiculous at times. You go, RNG, yes baby. So we're on this map, which is Swamp. And oh, talk about RNG. That was not aimed whatsoever. That poor CS63, we hit him in the side, track him, set him on fire. And the first shot of the game has done 990 damage to that tier 10 medium tank. he gets unspotted, so I decide, okay, I'm going to the next ridgeline to see if I can spot him. We're going to make sure we try and aim this somewhat to the point where he is in the aim circle, that Jagdtiger. We put it down range, hit him for 334, and track him in place. I'm just going to wait on the reload now to see if I can get another shot into the CS-63, but I'm keeping my eye on that Centauro, because I do not want that Centauro to come after us. I hear the fences breaking behind me, so I'm like, okay, that Centauro is definitely coming after me. I don't want to just sit there and give him a free shot, which, sadly, he does actually get a free shot into us anyway. Puts us on to 1,085 hit points, and I decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to be aggressive. So what we're going to do is try and push over to get to the position at E3, which we should never really get away with, if I'm totally honest. But we're going to do it. We're going to push over there so we can spot the people that are camping on the hill at D4, which a lot of our people over on the other ridges should hopefully get shot. Oh, my lord! Oh, that shot into the M103, though. RNG. How did we miss so many shots in the last game? But that shot on the M103 on the move penned his side for 800 odd. Oh boy, now we've got a shot into the rear of the T30, 807. Oh, that's where Tusk can feel glorious. We're now hiding behind the ridgelines so that they can't shoot us, but the Sheridan's coming in. And realistically, I don't know what the Sheridan's doing, because he doesn't know that I've just fired. I could be reloaded for all he knew. And we get rid of that Tier 10 American light tank. We do, there we go. We get rid of the Tier 10 American light tank. Sadly, he actually put us onto a one-shot for pretty much everything. But our friends have killed everything that's attacked the J2 position, and we're just up behind this M103, so we're just waiting for the reload now so we can shut this guy down, because he's just not bothered about us, and we finish off that M103. Now we're looking at what to do next. Now, I could pop over here, see if I can get some shots at the guys at D4, or I could try and see if there's anything hiding at C6, because there sometimes is, and then we notice, oh boy, that's a heavy tank behind us. Oh no, that's an E75. So we swivel, 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 we get the aim in, and we get the shot in to shut down the E75. Pull the trigger just in time, because the T100 LT ends up spinning us round, which meant we probably would have missed that as well. But we get lucky that, well, we pulled the trigger at the right time, and we managed to shut down the E75. So just as we're poking over to see if we can get a shot into the two TDs, I'm thinking, what's that? Oh, that's the Centauro. That's the Centauro from earlier on looking at us. Okay, I don't want to chance that, but we go for the chancy shot into the side, well, into the drive wheel there that we could see, but unfortunately the shell just doesn't quite hit that Centauro, and he manages to pull back. The Death Star deletes a Bayer from above us. We get spotted by the Centauro, but we do get a little bit of assistance on him as well. He is tracked in place, so we get a snapshot in, and it hits for 346, because, yeah, RNG, naturally. And again, this is why I quite like the opposites of these two replays, because you saw just how derpy this gun is in the last replay, and how many times it will decide, nope, not hitting that shell, sorry mate, I'm just going to miss. And then you get this type of game, where it goes, I shall take your shell, and I shall hit every shot that you ever want to hit. RNGesus, am I right? So we know there's a CS-63 up here. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to shut this guy down, which we do get the slim shot straight into his turret front and splash him for 200 odd and kill him. Now we're waiting on the reload. The Death Star's around the corner. He's attacked by the MBTB, who gets a shot into his side. I'm just waiting on my reload. I want to shut this Tier 10 TD down if I can. Aim the shot up, and it misses. Finally, RNG takes the wheel and hits the floor because it didn't like that piece of dirt. So we finally don't manage to hit a shell, and it's sadly so we couldn't quite finish off that Death Star for our 5th kill. But now the Death Star's dead, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Let's flank round the one line. Let's flank round the one line, get behind the ridges at D and C1, and I can get some shots at the T58 and the other TD that was spotted at D4. And I can stay safe, poke over the ridgeline, and derp it as much as I want to. We can get away from the light tank that was trying to shoot at us from the opposite ridge when we were at E4, and unfortunately we get spotted just as we make that cross. I wasn't quite expecting to get spotted, and we are obviously detected. They are looking our way, so we're just going to wait for our chance to get a derp out, and there we're waiting for the aim circle to become as small as possible, send the derp round out, and finish off the T58 Heavy for our 5th kill of this game. We're on 4,000 damage with 1,078 assistance, just waiting on the reload yet again to be able to get a shot towards this Minotauro, who is poking over the ridgeline, wait for the aim time, fire, and unfortunately we end up missing the Minotauro. Now there's somebody in our cap, which makes me go, okay, you know what? I need to probably get back there. There's 5 tanks left. There's a TD that we know, which is a Jagdtiger at C5. The light tank, which killed one of our friends down at GH8, which is what I'm assuming is in the cap right now. The Centauro from somewhere else that we have no idea. And the 704 that, again, we just don't know where he is. So we're going to go back to base and see if we can reset. We end up finding the Centauro in the middle. We got a nice shot snapped into the ag target to finish him off, putting us on 6 kills for the game. And we're just going to cross the open, try and keep the Centauro lit, but also make it so that I can try and keep myself progressing towards the cap so that we aren't going to get capped out, because we don't want to lose this game by cap yet. So we're going to get up on top of this ridgeline and see if we can poke round the corner and spot the thing in the cap and not get spotted ourselves. That's the hope. But what we're going to do is swivel. You're seeing me swivel now, right? So I'm not going to drive around the corner front on. I'm going to swivel so that I can get back behind cover as quickly as possible in case I do get spotted when I fire or when I do get close to the cap. There's the T100LT. We aim up the shot straight into the back. 959 sets him on fire. And you can see this is why we reversed round so that our front was pointing the other way. So the moment that we fired, we could get out of dodge and get safe. Now we're unspotted again, just waiting on the reload. Hopefully we'll finish off the T100LT with this shot. We put the shot in, and oh, it doesn't finish him off. RNG, come on, that should have killed him. But sadly, we didn't finish off the T100LT. We're putting ourselves onto 5.5k damage, though, and there's only 10 seconds left before we actually cap. So we're going to get another shot downrange towards this Centauro if we can. We just wait for him to drive into position where we can shoot him, put the shot in for 416, and we cap for the victory. And we finished the game with a really nice total there for the Tusk. We finished with 5.9k damage, 1,078 assistance, the victory, 6 kills, with the first class high caliber Top Gun, the Defender medal for defending the cap there, 1,636 base XP. A pretty damn nice game there for the Tusk, and that just showed what Tusk is all about and what Tusk can do to you, where you can have those games where it just decides, no, I'm not going to hit any shots whatsoever, but then some shots, it just goes, yes, I shall pen that, and you can have a hell of a lot of fun. It's such a memey tank to play, and it's definitely well worth the grind to get. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success!